How did I get here, you ask? Day 2 hair. Oh, that always feels good to scratch the head out. Okay, this is what I look like when I wake up. So I've gotten lots of questions about how I've gotten my hair like this. Here it is. So my hair is freshly washed and conditioned and deep conditioned, and I am getting ready to apply my favorite products. In shower style fixer for my gel, and some leave-in conditioner, some Hold Me Softly style balm. Let's see, this is brand new, so yes, it has the stuff. So what I have figured out that the best way to get good curls, obviously, is to have good products. For one, I live in a humid climate, so this in shower style fixer is a level 10 hold. So humidity, not a problem. Good curls all week. So good products, and it's all about the application. So my hair is dry. I used to use leave-in conditioner to just detangle my hair, but now I realize my hair needs it because it be dry. So I'm gonna just work this into my hair a little bit. Okay, I don't like doing sections, but that will be the best thing for doing sections. Okay, so I'm just gonna work this in by hand. However, if you like to use a brush, while I thought this was a curly hair brush before, it's actually a styling brush. So look at this. If I take a small piece here, for example, and I take the brush and then curl it around, okay, then I get my rings, okay? Now, I get more definition and shrinkage when I use the brush, now that I'm using it correctly, versus just brushing my hair just like boom, 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 boom. So I just rather have longer length than just a lot of shrinkage, because look at this, my hair is getting long, guys. So anyways, I could work in the conditioner with another kind of a brush, and it feels good. Now, if you want more volume, you don't be wanting to brush your hair down. You're gonna be wanting to brush it away, okay? And even with that brush, look at these big juicy curls that I just got from that. Now, again, I like to keep my length a little bit, so I typically like to rake the product in my hair, and honestly, I can feel if it's all the way in my hair or not. So I like to rake it all in, okay? I can feel the spots that are dry, get more if I need, and then put it, okay? And same thing, if you want volume, you don't want your hair to just be hanging down like this, then you're gonna turn your head and kind of rake away. So then that way the volume happens at the root, away from the head rather than just down. Okay, so I can feel my hair is a little bit dry. What I end up deciding to use every time, well, depends on what my hair feels like on a weekly basis. I actually have a lighter leave-in that I like to use sometimes if my hair doesn't feel as dry, but my hair was feeling pretty dry because I just didn't really do a good wash the last time between washes, because I took too long to wash my hair. I washed my hair 1 week, and then I went like 2 weeks without washing, and I just did like a quick refresh, and so my hair was pretty dry. So, okay, so then I'm gonna do like that, and then I'm gonna kind of scrunch it back in. Okay, and this is kind of where my hair likes to sit. I'm just doing what my hair wants to do. Again, where I feel I can still feel some dryness, I get some more on my hands, and I rub it in and just work it into those spots that I feel dry. And honestly, I get a lot of dryness in this particular part, so I just like to give it a little extra love. And sometimes, even though I like to rake it into my hair as a whole, I will use my curling brushes. I don't want to take too big of a chunk, but in those particular areas, because those usually be my problem spots where the curls kind of tend to get wonky. Okay, and then I can make sure that at least those parts will have definition. I just like brushing my hair sometimes. Curly hair, you don't get to brush it that often. So anyways, I rake that all in. I let the curls clump together. Okay, and then I scrunch. Okay. All right, gel time. In shower style fixer. Okay, it's kind of thick. All right, thicker consistency. So sometimes I like to put a little water on my hands. And I'm gonna flip. Okay, I'm just gonna run my hands down my hair. And then scrunch in. I don't know if you could see me because I was upside down. All right, so I just rub. Look at these curls already. Look how pretty and shiny they are. Good job. So some of the curls, again, that need a little extra help, I'll kind of go over it a little bit with crab hands, and then I scrunch it in. Again, this is a little thick and my hair is kind of getting dry. You can use a spray bottle, which I left in the other bathroom, and then I just scrunch it all in until I make sure that all the areas have been touched by the gel, so these curls will stay popping for me a good 5 days. I don't typically have to refresh because I use these products in the way that I do. It just stays good. I'll tell you what I like to refresh with later on, but right now, and you hear that squishy sound? I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, that squishy sound means that I have enough water and the product is gonna be in there, okay? And then for me, I kind of just like to shake my head back into the spot where I want my curls to sit. And that's that part. I'm gonna let this dry for just a little while, maybe for me about 20 minutes or so, and then I might go in with a diffuser after I feel like this gel has kind of taken hold and created a cast. Cast just means that the hair has taken shape and it has some hold in there. So that way when I go and diffuse, the curls don't get messed up and frizzy all over again. But if I see a couple of curls that need to be finger coil, I might go in there and do a little bit of that and then scrunch back in. Especially some of these curls around my head, because the curl pattern is a little bit different around my face than it is around the back. So I just give it a little extra love there. Finger coiling it down, making sure that it's gonna be there, and then when it dries, it typically dries exactly how I want. So I'm gonna let this dry. Oh, and see how that's like 3 different curls right there? So you can't do them together, you gotta have to do them separate. Okay, just a loose little finger curl situation, and then those are there. Okay, that's it. So my hair has dried much more than I wanted to, but I would say it's still about maybe 98% dry. My roots are still a little bit wet. So, but there's definitely crunchy curls here going on, and that's where the diffuser comes in. So I'm just gonna diffuse my hair real quick, and that will help to break up some of that crunch. Instant volume. The last thing I need to do is just put a little bit of serum on my hands, scrunch out any left of the cast that I want, and that helps to lock in the moisture for the rest of the week. There are different kinds of serums. I don't use anything that has silicones, parabens, or anything like that. I really love CurlSmith products because that's basically their whole thing. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and free of all that gunk. And so this is what their serum looks like. They have many different ways that you can actually use this. However, this is typically how I just use it. So I just take my finger, get a little chunk full like that, put it in my hand, warm it up in my hand, nice and good. So it kind of liquefies a little bit. See, my hands are all like that. And then I just make sure I scrunch, crunch out, okay? glaze it over, and it just adds a little extra shine. Okay, and this is day 1 hair. Usually one of my favorite days because I get the most shine and definition. But if you like big hair and volume, then you just get bigger from here. The other thing you could potentially do if you want more volume right off top is get a pick and pick it out. However, because it is, I believe, near 7 o'clock in the evening, I want to go to bed with this little bit more hold while I go to bed so that my hair still looks good tomorrow. How will I go to bed tonight? I will tie it up into a, you can have a scrunchie like this, and then you're going to tie it up all the way in a pineapple on top of the head. Make sure, of course, that you have your silk pillow, and I'll make this nice and loose. And then I put a bonnet actually on top of my head, even though maybe not be necessary. You could just potentially sleep like this if you have your silk pillow, because your hair is all out of the way. But I find I like to put my bonnet here, and then I wake up in the morning, I take the thing out, and I don't usually require any kind of refresh until about day 3, where things get a little dry, and then I have some refresher spray for that. But anyway, my curls are nice and shiny, looking beautiful, not attached to each other. If they are a little bit here, then you can separate them now. But I have a lot of movement, not these big chunks that just particularly stay in one spot. So we got movement. I'll give you a 360 view. See that? And that's my hair routine. Giving you a closer look at the shine in these curls because I've done all the things that I should have done. Okay, this is my day 2 hair. I basically woke up like this, coming out of my bonnet, shake it out, put it where I wanted to. And these are my fantastic curls that I just never had my whole life. So they were there. I just never really took care of them because being a tomboy, pulling my hair back in a ponytail, that's all I would do. Just get up and go and not even think about it. Things that I knew, but didn't even know that I knew them. So now I'm applying all the things as I've grown my hair out. You guys can see my hair used to be short, and we're, I think now a year into this hair growth journey, since obviously the pandemic didn't allow me to go keep and maintaining it short. So anyways, I hope these tips were helpful. I'm sure I can be more detailed in the future. However, this is what you get right now because you've asked, and so I shared. I hope to see you guys again. Please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. I bought all these things with my own dollars.